Hi there, I'm Dr. Usha Kumari, Assistant Professor, Department of English. Today, we're going to discuss the poem Where the Mind is Without Fear, written by Nobel Prize winner Dr. Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was a famous Bengali poet, writer, composer, philosopher, and a painter. He was also a story writer, short story writer. He reshaped Bengali literature and music, and today we hear about Rabindra music in Bengal. He was born on 7th May 1861 in Kolkata and died on 7th August 1941 in Kolkata. His famous works include Gitanjali. It won Nobel Prize in 1913. Chitto Jetha Bhayasunyo and Dua Bikha Jomi, Vocation and Veer Purusha, Jete Nahi Dibo, and many more. His vision in writing was very delicate and realistic. With Where the Mind is Without Fear is one of the best poems, and it was also included in his poem collection of the poems Gitanjali, where Tagore's dream was of an ideal India. He wants the people of India free, fearless, and having self-respect. He wants the India or free India from all the narrow and domestic considerations of caste, creed, and um, religion. I wanted India a land of progress. It's a song of fearless soul. Even the first line of the poem says, Where the mind is without fear and head is held high. So let's begin with the reading of the poem. The poem begins with the line, Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world have been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where world come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. Here in this stanza, the poet says that even he prays, rather it would be right to say that he prays to God that India should become free in atmosphere of fearless and perfection. People should be free from narrow thought and feelings. People should be able to walk with their heads held high. There should be no restriction. There should be no restriction on the knowledge. It should be free. The world should not be divided into small parts or small fragments, and on the basis of religion, caste, and creed, etc. People should speak the truth from depth of their heart, and everybody should work in order to achieve perfection in life. In a way, he prays for an ideal India. In the second stanza, he says that where the clear stream of free reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habits, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action into that heaven of freedom. My father, let me, my country, awake. In this second stanza, he again prays to God that his country should be truthful, his countrymen should be truthful in their thought and action. They should work hard to achieve perfection in each and every field. They should not lose their reason in bad and useless customs. He also prays to God that he himself should guide the conscience or the mind of his countrymen. He may lead them forward in their thought and in action so that they always move ahead on the right path. And country should grow in such heaven of freedom. In a way, we see that he is praying to God for the betterment of our country. On the whole, we can see that in this poem, Tagore prays to God for the welfare of India. He prays that Indians should be fearless, having intellectual freedom. He wishes his country to awaken, which means becoming free. He wrote this poem, India was under British rule, and that's why he prays for India's freedom, and he wishes that the countrymen should be united, and he opposed the narrow domestic walls that divides people. Tagore's concept of freedom goes beyond political freedom. He prays for the physical, spiritual, mental freedom of the countryman. On the whole, or all bit, we can see that uh, Rabindranath Tagore's an um, dream of an India that is ideal and perfect in every respect. Thank you guys. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next video with the next poem. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.